Gilda, you have hot news, exciting news. Let's go.
Yes, it's a new year coming up, and we have to look back and think of all the things that we didn't do in the new year that we had planned to do, that was part of our goal, and yet we did not succeed at them. I want you to wipe the slate clean. I want you to forget about what you promised yourself. I want you to forget about what you promised everybody around you, and now begin anew. Hello, everybody. This is 2026. And what makes this different from 2025 for you? Neil, what makes this a new year for you?
I mean, you always have to start anew with some new initiatives, some new opportunities, and that's planning a business where you're every 3 months updating and making changes and development. But it seems like everybody else wants to move forward when it's a new year. So this is the best opportunity. Is in 2026. So one of the big initiatives is to continue to expand the brand, especially my brand, but also my clients' brands, and so many partnerships and opportunities. People are so ready for 2026. I want to know when it hits flat. When
Well,
does that flat line happen? It never
okay,
does for me, but go ahead.
I'll give you an example. I have 52,000, over 52,000, almost 53,000 followers on LinkedIn. And this morning, I said hello to somebody who was a new follower and blah, blah, blah. And she writes me this beautiful note. Oh, I'm so excited to be connected to you. Let's get together. Let's set up a phone time where we can meet and talk about things that we can do together. What is wrong with that? Number one, how do you know what my needs are? How do you know that I am even interested in working together? How do I know based on a hello, a lovely note, that you have the credentials that I need in my life right this minute? But I have gotten so many of these notes. Oh, I can't wait to get together with you. Let's set up a phone meeting and see what we have in common. Very busy people don't have this in common. Very busy people. For one, I am running to do a media show. This morning, I did a radio show out of, I think it was Ohio.
Right.
Just this morning, 7:30 in the morning, and then I ran to get some other things done. And this is the end of the year. This is how I'm trying to finish up the end of the year. But I operate alone as my own person, as my own media personality. And how somebody would be even pushy enough to think that I even have room for somebody else in my design, my business design, is outlandish. But I am getting a lot of these, and these are on LinkedIn, where everybody thinks, well, since it's LinkedIn and since it's work oriented, they want to push their way into somebody else's career, into somebody else's life. And of course, they will be happy to open their arms to you. So I keep saying to people, I am sorry, my plate is so filled right now. Starting 2026, it is filled. And I don't have the time to pursue anything additionally. But
No.
why would I have to write this back? If, on the other hand, my website is specifically set up for proposals to Dr. Gilda. So
Right.
if somebody has a proposal of how they would like to get me involved because they took the time to look up what I do, look up how I do it, look up all my media, look up the fact that I have written 19, going on 20 books. Now I'm finishing up another one. And all the columns I have written and all the exposure I have gotten, and yet I'm still getting invitations. Dr. Gilda, sounds like you have a wonderful career. Did you ever think about writing a
No,
book?
that's
No,
because
no,
Dr. Gilda, you know
no.
why? It's
Why?
AI. They have automations. The
No, no, no.
first
These
people,
are little notes that they're sending
oh
me.
yeah, they are
These
able to
are,
do it. They're
well,
able.
okay. And they, well, so this is the question. Dr. Gill, did you ever think about writing a book? Uh, yeah, actually, I have 19. Did you ever think about doing a podcast?
Yeah,
Yes, I have one going on right now. And I get hundreds of these.
hmm
And it is annoying, it is clutter, and I have been blocking more people than you can
exactly.
imagine.
And
It
so
is a
let me
waste of
talk.
their time and a waste of my time.
So the difference between, let me give you an example, Dr. Gilda. You can't send 1,000 messages a day. You can send unlimited messages a day on LinkedIn. You cannot send unlimited messages a day on Facebook. You cannot send them on TikTok. You cannot send them on Instagram. LinkedIn has made a mistake that they don't have guardrails. So
Mm.
basically, it's a numbers game. So they're creating a cookie cutter message to send to everybody, and then someone's going to bite. It's just like email marketing. You know, you and I can't stand getting emails, but there's suckers out there that love emails and they buy.
There are
So
lonely people who are just dying to read anything.
no, but they will buy. They will, a stranger they'll reach out to and say, okay, I'll do business with them. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm scheduling a call today with them. What? It's a form of marketing that's a very nasty form of marketing. There are automations that are developed through AI where AI writes the messages, sends out the messages, sends them out automated. So that person's out there on LinkedIn killing their brand because they were sold a bill of goods to somebody else saying, you know what, you should have all your messages automated, no customize at all. Just
Oh.
send them.
You
And
can't do that because
it's,
people like me get turned off. And if you're reaching out to people who are not like me, who are on a beginning level, for example, who have not been around very long, that's a whole different story. Maybe they're so desperate to receive an email from somebody, okay, they will open it and read it and take it to heart. But I get thousands of these, and these pitches are insane. Have you ever thought about writing a book? Have you ever thought about being on a podcast? Have you ever thought about being on television? You
I
have
get the,
such a vibrant
I get
personality.
I get these emails too. I'm like, they're asking me, we can do your YouTube for you, or we can produce your podcast. I said, do you know who the hell I am? Are you kidding me? And you're
Yeah.
asking me
Well,
to do it?
well, that is the problem. Now, when that person comes to you looking for employment of sorts, then this is employment of sorts. They think they're going to get together and maybe we'll work something out together, not on your life, but they're coming and looking for employment. What kind of employment am I going to give somebody who didn't even do his homework on me before he sent his letter? Really? That's not going to happen. So he has wasted all his time and all his ink, and some of these people put a lot of effort into these letters, and I feel sorry for them. And I'm telling my MBA students, don't do this. You don't want to cold call anybody. When you reach out to speak to somebody, it has to be a result of something in their literature that was compatible with something that you're doing. For example, one of the people in my organization came to me and he said, "Well, I want to get, I'm doing an event for men to uphold the integrity of men uh, coming up in a few months. And I want to reach out to this particular person." So I said, well, this sounds like a good person to reach out to. So, and this is all part of the media training I do when I'm working with CEOs. And I said, well, that's a good person to work with. Let me see his bio. He showed me his bio. I read his bio. I pinpointed one thing in particular that would lend itself to the men and boys coverage that we are getting. And I said, go with this, tell him what he is already doing. matches what you are doing in the
Yeah.
men and boys space. So there is some kind of rapport that is established immediately. And he thanked me because if he was just going to reach out to me, he said, hey, how would you like to join us for blah, blah? That's not good enough. Everybody is swamped with so much junk mail.
Right. And see,
And
this is marketing 101 that you don't like, Gilda, Dr. Gilda. I don't like is it's a numbers game. I listen to the top marketers in the world and they're talking about that all the time. It has to be something compelling to open up, so you have to put some planning and timing, but everything's becoming automated through AI. AI bots are
that's a
basically
problem.
sending the direct messages. The automations with robotic automations using AI are through the roof. It is a problem. And this is the question I have to ask people because I know a lot of people, they'll pay a company $7,000 to set up this or 5,000 or 3,000. It's just like email marketing.
But the problem is that you cannot send out mass emails that say the exact same thing as the person before you. And this is the kind of nonsense that I am getting. And I'm blocking, blocking, blocking. The letter that is sent to me has to be different from the letter that is sent to you because you have different skills than I have. I mean, there's no question
That
about
you're
it.
you're
And
you're
I want to
absolutely
know that if somebody is sending me a something, it is because they did their homework and they read something that I could deliver for them and they could deliver for me to make my life easier. But if that doesn't come across, and you know what, and they have 3 seconds to deliver it. Bing, bing, bing. If I don't see it immediately, it's junked.
Here's the point. There was a book that was written about so basically you got to give first, give someone a compliment. After giving a compliment, I really enjoy what you're doing in this. So you've done the research. Then you want to give them something. I'm going to give you something. And then you basically, lastly, you're going to say, that's it. And then you've developed a dialogue with them. You don't ask for anything, the first
Well, and the
communication.
compliments that I get are, oh, and they are copied directly from my profile on LinkedIn. Oh, I so enjoy the work that you do as a business and relationship strategist. Well, excuse me, do you even know what that is?
See, they're trying to
That
follow the
is,
playbook
yeah, well,
by,
it's,
but so see, but the problem is if
but
there's a
that
sucker
doesn't
born
work.
every minute. Isn't that what PT Barnum said?
Yeah, P.T. Barnum. And I'm not that sucker, and you're not that sucker. But if these people want to waste their time and think that they're getting something out of these mass emails, they are very much mistaken. But somebody who just automatically goes to, I would love to set up some time to work with you and see what we can come up with. No. And my response is automatic. Please go to www.drgilda.com and send me your proposal. All proposals are read and digested. End of story. Thank you. And I never hear from them because
Ever
they
again.
didn't have anything to begin with.
All
And
right.
that's the proof.
Okay, so the best place to go is drgilda.com. Uh, I agree with you. It's so annoying. LinkedIn needs to change the guardrails. You only could send 20 messages on Facebook. And Facebook's a great business opportunity. Facebook doesn't allow it. They said you got to advertise. You're not going to go to our members and message all of them
Oh,
blanketly and go for a numbers game. Email marketing's the same thing. Boing, I'm going to send this information. You have to give them something that they want. And
well,
I look at it like, well, that's why there's advertising. That's why there's paid ads. That's why there are certain things. If you're
but you
adver- Mhm.
but you don't know what they want unless you do your homework to find out what it is that they really need. And that's the point. There is no quick way to do any of this. Everybody thought that AI was the quickest way to get everything done and to send out your messages, and everybody will just be salivating to speak to you. Well, good luck, guys. I want to say Happy New Year, everybody. This is a brand new year, and make believe it is a book. The chapter The page has been turned. This is a brand new page, tabula rasa. That means blanks, blank slate, blank tablet, and you can do anything you want. This is the United States of America. Go for it. But you better do your homework and you better make sure that you put in a lot of time and effort in that homework because nobody wants to be bothered by nonsense. And there's plenty of that out there today. So be wonderful, be essential, stand out, but make sure when you're coming to somebody, you identify what your similarities are and how you can make their life better.
All right.
Have a happy new year.
Happy New Year, Dr. Gilda. Thank